relationship talk, let's do it. Before I get into what this video is really about, which is like how I think about my romantic life and kind of relationships that I want to cultivate in the future, healthy, happy, romantic relationships, which I think I kind of have a very alternative, out of the box perspective right now that I want to share with you guys. I just want to clarify that this is not gonna be like a drama video talking about why Izzy and I broke up however many months ago. And I just want to preface, because I feel like I never fully said it on my YouTube channel, that, you know, Izzy is an incredible, smart, beautiful, amazing companion person, and I shared almost 2 years with her, and I cherish all of it, and I'll forever love her, and we are friends, and we hung out a handful of times in the last few months since we were, you know, just friends, not in an exclusive relationship, and we totally got along, and it's all good vibes. And you know, she has helped me so much in my journey of overcoming my eating disorder and keeping me in check, and I hope that I've given her some tips and help on her journey too. But ultimately, you know, I guess I'll start the video talking about, you know, why I think our relationship didn't work, not for the drama aspect, but because I actually think that you guys can learn a lesson from it. And when I say didn't work, our relationship did work. We had a beautiful connection. We pretty much never fought. I don't even think we got in a fight. Sure, we would bicker once in a while, but like, we got along really, really well. But you know, the relationship I had with her, it was founded on food. We really, you know, if I were to put myself in a box, I'm a spiritual, yogi, artist, adventurer dude. Izzy is not a lot of those traits, and that's fine. It's not that those traits make someone better. That's just what I'm into. That's not really what Izzy's into. Izzy's extremely intellectual. She's really smart. She works really hard in school. She doesn't practice yoga, which is, again, totally fine. We really connected on the concept of food. We both eat the exact same way, and if you watch these videos and you eat like us too, you know it's not that easy to find people in your school or in your workspace or in your town who are healthy, high carb, whole food vegans. So when you meet someone that you get along with who eats that way, that's a huge factor in kind of being attracted to someone. So we connected initially on that, and then we both have a past with eating disorders, so we could connect on that as well and share our experiences and also support each other to make sure that we're on a healthier path. So those two things, the food and kind of the eating disorder past, are really what connected Izzy and I together in the first place. Now, after almost 2 years of that relationship, I think what really caught up to us was that we were just very different people with different aspirations in life and different personalities. I want, like, if I were to have an exclusive partner, which I don't want that right now, and I'm going to get into that later in this video, but you know, if I were to have a girlfriend, it's really important to me for her to be into spiritual exploration and practicing yoga, practicing meditation, really just like tuning into gratitude, almost like to I don't want to say crazy amount, but like, that's what I'm into. I'm into the women that I meet at yoga festivals and at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, who are kind of just like out there, next level, spiritual seekers. That's what I'm into. That's what I like. And Izzy, that wasn't what she was into. And it goes the same way. She's into her own stuff, and I was out doing yoga things, and that's not exactly what she was probably into. So, you know, the first lesson I want to say here is food is very important. You know, I would never be in a committed relationship with someone that eats animals in the same way that you probably wouldn't if someone ate humans. That's just like, that's weird. I'm not gonna date you. Like that's how it is for me. If you haven't gotten to that level in life yet where you still eat animals and you still contribute to the industries that pollute the planet and abuse innocent beings, like that's just, we're not on the same page yet. You can still be my friend. A lot of my friends still eat animals, but when it gets to like intimate girlfriend, boyfriend, or boyfriend, whatever stuff, yeah, for me, gotta be vegan for sure. But there's more to connecting with someone than just being vegan. We gotta sometimes take that vegan pedestal down a few notches, and that may be the foundation, but there's more to a person for you to be attracted to them or be in a committed relationship with them. And what Izzy and I discovered after almost 2 years of being together was like, hey, I think that maybe we're more friends. Like, we have different interests. She was also a few years younger than me, in a totally different space in life. I was out of college, she was kind of in the beginning of college, and there's just so many factors why we decided after our relationship, which was great vibes, amazing times, going to Thailand, meeting each other's being in each other's families. I cherish all of it, but in a lot of relationships, there's a beginning, middle, and end. We're so fearful of the end. It's all about making it last. But no, Izzy and I still have a relationship. It's just different. It's just a friendship rather than an intimate one. Now let me totally switch topics. Well, I guess I should mention, just to keep it 100% real, and Izzy said some of this about her channel, I am not recovered from my eating disorder. I would argue that I never am, never will be. It's all about staying tuned into your recovery and being healthy. A few months ago when I was significantly lighter than I am now, I will admit I got a little bit too obsessed with my training and eating clean and not eating late at night and all the little eating disorder chatters that are so familiar from my past. And I think some of that triggered that within Izzy's life. And honestly, it was probably vice versa. She also isn't fully recovered. And I think that we got a little competitive with each other, triggered each other a little bit, and it was just time to give each other space. So I am very sorry to Izzy if she is watching this, if towards the end of our relationship, if any of my behavior set you back in terms of your mental health. I would never want that upon you. All I want is for you to be healthy and happy, mainly mentally happy. That's the most important. And I think that she is on a good path right now, so that's really good and makes me happy. And I'm in a really good place right now too. Okay, so going now to like my relationship status now, I do have romance in my life right now. I'm so grateful to have people in my life that I'm able to share intimate experiences with, and I really do think that that's a huge part of a healthy lifestyle that we neglect to talk about. We always talk about food and exercise. No, you need touch, you need intimate connection, you need cuddles. You need cuddles to be healthy. Holding another human being in a bed in a vulnerable position. Also, I know I have a young audience. This is me speaking as a 24-year-old adult. Some of you who are still in high school, even early college, it all depends on when you're comfortable to do that. This is for people who are ready to do that. If you're young, don't rush it, don't worry about it, just listen to this video for future information. But if you are someone who has gotten to that point where you are comfortable being intimate with people, it's a huge, important part of life is to connect, to have intimate connections. But what I learned from being in a relationship, while I loved being in a relationship with Izzy, right now in life, I do not want a labeled, in a box, exclusive relationship with another human being. I don't want a girlfriend. I want a very open relationship status where I'm able to express the love that I feel at that given moment with maybe multiple people, multiple different people at the same time. I wouldn't define myself as polyamorous just yet. I've never been in a polyamorous relationship where I have multiple girlfriends that I've like said, you're my girlfriend. I know I have friends that live that way, and that's really cool, and I'm interested in learning about that because it's all around just consent and everyone being comfortable and like communication. But I'm just in a place right now where I want to connect with people, but I want to be free. Freedom feels so good, and we so often get obsessed with these labels defining ourselves. And I think when you create a label and define yourself, there's certain expectations where you're just setting yourself up for failure, because as I've been saying in recent videos, life is ever changing and evolving. If you expect anything to stay stagnant and to be how it is forever, you're setting yourself up for misery and for pain. Instead of having expectations, just live in the moment and say, wow, here's a being that's in my life and I want to share that with them. And if they also want to share that with you, that's awesome. But it doesn't mean that they want to share that experience with you the next day or tomorrow. So without those labels, life just day to day feels so much more free, and you have the opportunity to have all these amazing experiences, but not have the expectations behind them that I think ultimately ruin a lot of relationships when you put yourself too confined in a box. And we are not boxed creatures. I'm someone that I change all the time. I have different feelings about people. Just, it's always changing. So I feel like, even though it's very taboo, like, oh really, Jackson, you're just not gonna have a girlfriend, you're scared of commitment, it's not about that. It's that I've been in a lot of relationships, and the label part of it gets old for me right now in my life. I want to be more spontaneous and have really good communication with how I truly feel inside. And for me, that is having no labels right now and engaging in romance whenever it feels right with the people in my life that I want to share that with, and having a lot of communication and consent around if they're feeling that too, and just doing things that make sense. So I hope you got something from this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share down in the description or in the comment section your philosophy on relationships. You know, mine's always evolving. Maybe I can learn some stuff about you all, past relationships, future relationship philosophies, or different styles that you want to try out. Yeah, leave it in the comments and we'll have a little discussion about it. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I love to see the Plantriotic family grow. And in the description box, I have so many links, from things like merchandise, t-shirts that I design and sell, to coaching opportunities through my website. And I also post a ton of extra videos on my Patreon page that I don't post to YouTube. So if you pledge just $1 a month for the hours and hours of content that I put out, that's $12 a year, you get access to dozens more videos every single month that I don't share to the public. So consider becoming a Patreon pledger too if you're into that and like my content. Thank you so much. Much love, Dream Extreme. I love you all. Peace.